Is this thing on? What's up? Good morning. This is Kyle. I'm here with Justin and Dan. And as you can see behind us, Mount Hood, we are attempting to circumvent this bad boy today, or as Job would say, circumvent. So we'll document how this goes.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to watch this video of our adventure around Mount Hood on the Timberline Trail. 40 miles with just over 9,000 feet of elevation gain. We kind of document the conditions of the trail as of August 4th, 2023. So if you're looking to do this adventure, you can watch this video and get some ideas of what it's like to go around Mount Hood. You can do it in a day, you can do it, most people do it in 3 to 4 days. It's a fantastic mountain. I forgot to pull out my camera on some specific spots because it was so beautiful, but I tried to capture kind of the essence of what it's like to go around Mount Hood via the Timberline Trail. Hope you enjoy. Go ahead and like and share this video if you find it helpful. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, today is August 4th, so the temperature up here is very decent, feels great. Supposed to be a good day for weather, and it's probably 50 degrees right here at the beginning. Rocking some shorts, just got arm sleeves, and we got plenty of food in the backpack for a nice 40-mile day. But here we go. Oh, 1.5 miles in, losing the sleeves already. It is an absolutely perfect day weather-wise. We got a nice cloud cover. And I'd say it's about 55 degrees. And that cloud kind of kept the heat in today. So it's not too humid, not too muggy. But I am losing the sleeves already. We're going short sleeve. And we're down to shorts. You say shnikes? Look at that moon dust.
The gators would have been nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, out here.
You trying not to get wet?
Yeah. I don't want to start off.
All right, we just hit mile 3. 45 minutes in. Crossed the White River, and across that White River, it changes course quite a bit depending on how much rain and storms come down that drainage. But people have placed cairns, made it pretty easy to follow. And then on the other side of the White River, so we're going counterclockwise, by the way, from Timberline Lodge. And on the other side of the river, people laid stones, and lined the trail. So it's really easy to follow. And you head up a little canyon. And now we're in the middle of these trees, climbing here at mile 3. So this is what it looks like at mile 3. Gorgeous. So far, 3 miles in, 842 feet of elevation gain, 46 minutes on the clock. So to kind of give you an idea.
Mount Hood, this is Mount Hood Meadows, so it's beautiful. Okay. Because this rain's kind of bad.
About mile 5.5 right here. Just went across the ski resort through these gorgeous trees, and it's about to open up to, oh, I forgot the name of the washes, but those washes go on either side of this giant All right, we just crossed the 6 mile mark. 6.13 miles in. We're at 5,600 feet, and you get this gorgeous view of Hood and these falls. I don't know if these are Howley Falls, but we'll find out. I'll look at the map afterwards. But what a gorgeous area. So here's going to be another little river crossing, and I think this is one of the bigger ones.
Makes me like.
All right, about 7.5 miles in, you'll come to another river crossing, and where the trail used to go has kind of been washed away. So you have to take a little turn up through the trees, stay on like the side of the wash, and work your way up through these little trees, and then you can come down that nice little trail, easily marked by cairns and whatnot. There is another little spot right there with cairns, and you can grab on some roots and kind of make your way up the sides. But this section is definitely washed out pretty heavily by big floods, and so it looks like the trail changes quite often at about the 7.5 mile mark. So just keep your eyes out on that section. Totally doable. Obviously, a lot of people get it done. You just kind of have to keep your eyes out for cairns and where you can make it down these hillsides. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoopsie. I was recording backwards, then I turned around to record frontwards and went off the trail. That's what happens. You lose concentration in this game for 1 second. We are just coming up on mile 9, currently at 5,800 feet of elevation, and we're on a nice little climb. We'll be climbing until about 7,900 feet, so got a nice little climb ahead of us. And luckily we've had perfect weather today. Got overcast skies, sun's not beating down on us. It's been perfect so far. All right, on the east side of Mount Hood now, the summit's right up there, and we have our first view of Mount Adams. We're just over 9.5 miles. Just out of mile 10, get up on the ridge that is above these cliffs, that is above this giant wash, and get this spectacular view of Mount Hood. Yeah. Wow. You can see the trail right over there. That's where you come down to cross the river and then wind up the backside of this ridge. We just got to the 6,900 foot mark. Fantastic view of this big wash that you cross right down there. And we're almost directly east of the summit of Mount Hood here at the 10 mile mark. All right, so we just crossed the 11 mile mark, and we're completely we're directly east of the summit of Mount Hood now. You can see it up there. And I just wanted to make a little observation about the weather over here. You can kind of see the terrain's a little bit different. It's, the trees remind me a lot of, we're only at 7,100 feet in elevation, but as you can see here, we're starting to cross a couple snow fields, and the trees remind me, and the vegetation, very tundra-like, remind me of the tree line on some of those Colorado 14ers at about the 12,000 foot mark. So, and it's like tangibly cold on this side of the mountain. I still haven't put my sleeves on, but at this point I might put my sleeves on here in just a minute if it keeps up with this cold. And I almost wish I brought a jacket just in case it starts raining or it gets colder than this. It's actually pretty frosty on this side of the mountain, on the east side of the mountain. So that's kind of an interesting just note for anybody that's going to be doing this circumnavigation trail. Yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that view. Uh-huh. Oh, there's is that St. Helens or Rainier? That's Rainier. Wasn't that bad, huh? Look at this gorgeous view of, we got Adams, Rainier, and St. Helens in view now around this east side. It's about 11 3/4 miles in, and that was the kind of the up climbs, and now it's all downhill from here. Well, not all downhill, sorry. There are gonna be some climbs, but as you can see, this nice section all downhill. So I'm gonna get running. The east side of Mount Hood with some fantastic views of Adams, St. Helens, and Rainier in the background. It's just different on this side. It's so barren and tundra-like and crisp and kind of chilly. All right, boys, interview time. We're 13.9 miles through. What's this called?
This is Cloud Cap. This is, so there's like a, there's like an old building over there that they built as like an inn or like a resort back in like the don't quote me, like 60s, I think.
Huh?
And then they shuttered it and it became a spot for like search and rescue. So search and rescue uses that like, as a
base?
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's right around this like little loop right here. And this is a really popular campground.
Got some water. So if Dan needs to use his search and rescue insurance, it's not too far from search and rescue to come get him. So great little camping spots. Got family. There's 6 runners were running just ahead of us, and they got their family up here providing snacks and kind of a base camp for them at this spot. We're just gonna grab some water, fuel up a little bit, and then continue on our way. We're almost 14 miles in, so another little ways to go. One of the most beautiful, but probably the most difficult river crossing to this point is just past, what's the name of that aid station we were just at, that camping ground, Cloud Cap. Just after Cloud Cap, you work your way down these switchback trails, and then this river crossing is actually pretty gnarly. There are some good logs that people have put in there to make it a little bit better, but getting down into and climbing out of this thing, you can tell this thing is pretty fresh and new and recently scraped by big waters coming down. All right, 16 1/3 miles into it, you come to this beautiful little spot on the northeast flank of Hood. Just fantastic views. And another little river crossing. This one doesn't look too bad. Great place to fill up with water if you need. All right, coming up on mile 20. We just passed an awesome group of Boy Scouts with their leaders, and there was a lot of them. How many was that, like 13?
Oh yeah, easy.
Probably
They're
13.
all from Beaverton State.
Oh, nice. So, Justin and I were just kind of having a funny conversation that we're about as far away from the car as we can get right now at the halfway point. We're now on the north side of Hood, so
You're going forward.
doesn't matter if you turn around and go back the other direction from where you came
You got 40.
or keep going. You got to do either one. So, how you feeling right now?
Well, these uphills are kicking my trash.
Yeah.
But those steady downhills and flats are beautiful. They feel good. Nice runs.
Yeah, we like steady downhills and flats.
The elevation, man, changes pretty drastic.
Yeah.
Like you're going uphill pretty hard.
So we're at 5,600 feet right now. That's almost the same elevation that you stay at for the majority of the run so far. There's only been one climb to 7,200 feet. The rest.
But I think we came down like almost 5,000 up to 72 in about 2.5 miles, maybe.
Yeah.
3 miles at the most.
Yep. So onward and upward. North side of the glorious Mount Hood right here. And as you can see, overcast all day. Been a perfect day, temperature-wise. I'm a little warm right now, but I guess that's what happens with 20 miles of exertion. But just gorgeous. So right here on the north side, we're just under mile 22, like 21.9. There's this cool little cabin made of stone. Justin said he believes it's called Top Spur. So we'll look that up a little bit later. Great little place to camp. What's in there? What are those? Just bags of, oh, that's interesting. Just bags of cocaine, just kidding. Got a little fireplace, even with a flue. It's amazing. Wonder who lived here. Imagine having this as your front door. Some interesting big trees falling down with very shallow root systems. Very interesting. Cool spot. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Hi. So sorry about that. Didn't know there was somebody coming. So I will say that for as many hikers as we've seen today, hi there, that it's really cool that I've only seen one tiny piece of trash. So for everybody coming out here, good job on you. Let's keep this place clean. I like it. So we just came down this gorgeous little ridge and this view opened up. I guess we've been around half of the mountain at least, and this is by far my favorite side. My goodness. Waterfalls, big discs of lava rock. Like, I don't know if you can see that guy at all. You have to zoom in, but that is an impressive disc of dried volcanic rock that has been flipped on its side. Very similar to Paul Bunyan's woodpile near Delta, Utah. And I think this is very much my favorite side of the mountain so far. So we came down that ridge over there, and then you kind of double under back up this canyon, and my goodness, this is by far my favorite look of Mount Hood and my favorite section of the trail. I didn't bust out the camera for those last 3 miles at all because it was all just gorgeous and runnable. Should have taken some footage of it because it was so pretty, but You know, when you're enjoying the run, you just keep, you don't have time to pull the camera out. All right, so in all fairness, if we record the pretty, you gotta record the pretty ugly too. And right now we're 33 miles in, so we got about 7 miles left. And if you go counterclockwise, it leaves a nice climb from Ramona Falls back up to Timberline Lodge. And that is what we're grinding through right now. Going at about a 3-mile-an-hour pace. Got about 7 miles left, so that should take us about 2 hours, 20 minutes. The flies in this section are just relentless. And I can't tell if they're biting flies or not, but I do feel like I have had them sit on my leg for a while. And then I kind of feel a little burning sensation. Reach back to hit it off, and a fly, and I touch a fly. So I think they are somewhat biting flies. I don't know what that means, because the majority of them are not biting, but so there is the pretty and there is the pretty ugly, and it's good to capture it all. All right, dude.
That was amazing. Except for that uphill, last 7 miles. Oh.
Yeah, that's brutal. That climb out of Ramona all the way here is tough.
Destroyed you.
But we got her done.
You're done.
Woo!
Yeah, you know. Done.
All right, let's hear the final thoughts.
Put that in the book.
Put it in.
Run down going to Kyle.
That was awesome.
Amen.
Couldn't catch up with Dan.
That was fun
Dan
stuff.
smoked us.
What was your
Brought him.
favorite part of the day, Dan?
Rabbit.
Getting in the water.
Getting in the
I
water.
liked Ramona was beautiful.
Ramona was
That's
pretty.
just the gem of this whole thing.
I was like by Ramona, I felt like if you I got in the water. I don't know. It was like everybody's watching there.
Yeah.
I like the glacier crossings were cool.
Yeah.
I miss taking a shit in the forest.
Well, alrighty, folks, there you have it. We're back at the car. We did it.